in the house. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Today's message is for all signs from Aries to Pisces. We're going to take a look at what is coming next in your next chapter in life. If you are joining me after the live, take a look at the description box below. When you come to my channel, that's where I put the timestamps, okay? Timestamps are in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Come on in. We're going to get started at 5 minutes. Happy Friday, everyone. Friday. We made it. The universe gave us another opportunity, another chance. My Rosie Poo is here. Roxana is here. Wendy darling is here. Yay. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to get started at 5 minutes in. I am truly appreciative of you sharing your energy with me. Red Birdie, hello. Welcome. Happy Friday to you. Let me write down these zodiac signs, y'all. Thank you so much. I hope everything has been well with you all. I know it this Gemini full moon and the astrology. Ugh. Things are so interesting right now in the energy. I'm going to do an announcement. Hold on. Let me start. I'm going to do an announcement first, and then we'll go into the zodiac signs. We'll start the announcement at 5 minutes in, okay? We will start the announcement at 5 minutes in. Hold on. Let me write this down. Hey, Debbie. Debbie from Beverly Hills. Is it Debbie Beverly Hills, Florida? Not to be confused. Oh, that's funny. I'm so happy you were able to make it, Brigitte. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brigitte. I'm gonna, even if your name is pronounced Bridget, I feel like I have to go Brigitte. I just got a message from an absolutely wonderful astrologer. I haven't read the message. It just popped up. This is somebody who is super popular. So I wonder what he has said. I'm so excited. Ooh, I am so excited. I cannot wait to read his message. Thank you guys for joining me. We are going to be going from Aries to Pisces after I make an announcement at 5 minutes in. If you are choosing, if at any time you need to leave and come back, oh my gosh, please feel free to do that. And then definitely after the live is done, check out the description box below. And that's where the timestamps will be. My Janet from England made it in. Hello, lady. Hello, Janet. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining me. 5 minutes in, we'll get started. I'm going to do an announcement first, guys. I like these cards. We'll go with these cards. Oh, they're trickling in. They're trickling in. We've got some folks trickling in. Getting started at 5 minutes in, guys. And that's exactly what time I will note the announcement. Thank you so much for joining me, y'all. I've got decks out. I just had to get a clarifying deck. Then we'll be ready to go. All right, I just hope that everybody here has subscribed. We're working on them subscription numbers. If this is not your first time joining me on a live, if you've come more than once and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, baby. Hello, Mason. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys. So we are at 5 minutes in. We are doing the announcements that I wanted to make. First announcement. My body is you as well. My body is doing its utmost best to fight off a cough. And so if I go into a fit of frenzy, I might end up having to mute the microphone. So forgive me for that. But I feel like within a matter of I don't know, a few days, I will be better. So we're good there. And had to make that announcement. The second announcement I needed to make is Pisces is doing its thing. It's 29th degree. It's about to leave. Oh my goodness. Oh, that full moon in Gemini. I expect a lot of justice to be served to those souls out there who are following and watching this video at any point, who have been doing you can see the Kipper deck from there. Wow. Who have been doing the work, who have really been applying yourself. Listen, since 2011, some ishness has probably been going on in your life in some way, shape, or form. So if you feel like you can't catch a break in some parts of your life, be it like a relationship with like a family member, or, you know, something happening in your career or your money or your health, look back to 2011 and really, really, really gauge what were the catalysts for change. Who was introduced to your life? Did you make a move in 2011? Did you start a new job in 2011? Did you get a divorce in 2011? Because those partnerships, those situations, those places really did set the tone for your last 14 years. And a lot of that stuff could be resurfacing itself either energetically, through dreams, through notions, through downloads, through conversation, through people re-entering your life in some way, shape, or form, through even tarot readings and astrology readings. You might see some karma be really shifting itself around. As soon as I said that, 7:37 on the clock, what that means to me is that you will be seeing these things swoop into your life in some way, shape, or form. Only the souls out there, thank you so much, Eric, only the souls out there who are truly in tuned, truly self-aware, will pick up what spirit is putting down, will get the messages. And I've been talking about this. I have been talking about this for months and months and months. I even started it in my Ram Aries community when I was doing the Ram vibes. I said, guys, blessings are coming, but they may not look the way that you expected them to. And we did a whole week and a half, a whole month and a half worth of work and prayer to learn how to ground ourselves, to figure out what it is that we want in our life. And this isn't just a message to the Aries community. I'm just saying I've been talking about this. I have been prophesizing this. Not that it was me. It's just that I was tapped in, tuned in, and I was like, hey, things are coming. So it's coming in the now. Okay. So remember that not everything that you would deem a blessing is going to look how you think a blessing is going to look. Not everything is going to be wrapped up in like golden wrapping paper with a red bow on top, and it's going to look glistening and beautiful. Sometimes, hear what I'm saying. Take the time to digest this. Sometimes the no's, somebody saying no to you, the door being closed to you, you losing somebody in your life, that is the means to the blessing. And sometimes you're going to have to, not sometimes, in the now energy, there is going to be a time, there could be multiple instances where what you thought was the truth or you thought was going to be the future is not going to be. And that's because there was delusion there, illusion there, or that truth is no longer serving you, and you are being pushed and guided into a better direction for your life. Hi. All right, guys, let's go. Aries, push towards a better direction towards your life. I want to see a lot of justice coming. I want to see in these cards. I want to see a lot of Wheel of Fortune. I want to see a lot of world cards, meaning that cycles, karmic cycles, are coming to an end. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm praying for in these cards. That's what I'm praying for in your lives, because I truly care about you being able to elevate yourself and standing in your truth. Sometimes endings hurt a bit. Yes. Yes, Tam Tam, exactly. Sometimes endings hurt a bit, but guess what? Every closed door was a door that you were not meant to stay in, was a threshold you were not meant to cross. The universe is always working in our favor. Speaking of which, let's go to Aries. Aries. For everyone. Oh, no. Hold on. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing me here. Thank you for allowing me to deliver this message under your loving and your protected guise. Allow me to deliver these messages clearly and concisely. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. Let's do now. In the now time is Aries time. There we go. Aries. All right. Not just we survive, we thrive. We're not in this coming up on this 2026 energy. We're not about survival anymore. We are about thriving. We are about remembering all of the things that we've already overcome. And we are about remembering who in the hell we are. We are about remembering our own power to dig ourselves out and to make something of ourselves. Say it right now. I am deserving of a life filled with prosperity. I am connected to prosperity. I am connected to peace. I am connected to progress. I am connected to partnership. I am. Remember who you are. Okay, I'm done. What am I? Am I channeling my inner pastor? It makes sense. It makes sense considering my lineage. All right, there you go. I expect to see those I am deservings coming in the chat. Spirit, Aries energy. Next chapter for everyone's greatest and highest good. Aries. It says occupation. Okay, guys. What y'all working on? What are y'all working on? A lot of y'all have been called towards creative endeavors, and you're really honing in on that. Like really honing in on that. I'm talking about some 10 toes down type shit. Keeping on. Keep with the consistent work. Keep investing in yourself. If that means that you need to take a class, take a class. Even if it's a free class. Look, I mean, the World Wide Web connects us to so many free energies. It is crazy. If it needs to be your job to be swimming in learning more about your job, then do it. And then this is for some of you guys here too. If your job isn't serving you, then what is that telling you? If your job isn't feeding your soul, then what is that telling you? If your job is leaving you stressed out every single day, then what is that telling you? It's in this now time, especially since we're going to be transitioning into Aries energy, leaving Pisces energy behind. All right. It's in this now time that you need to start really, really taking action on what is serving your soul. Occupation is coming up heavy for Aries. Why is occupation coming up heavy for Aries? Please, Spirit. That's a 7 card as well. So you could be seeing a lot of 7s in your reality. Spirit for Aries. Next chapter. Look. Y'all, these cards be talking to me. If you're not subscribed, I don't understand why. Honestly, I don't get it, because I am heavily tapped in when I come in to do these readings, especially when I come in to do these lives. Look at this. This is the Knight of Pentacles, perseverance. Keep going. What did I say? What did I say when I pulled this card? I said, keep going. It says persistence. Steady progress defines your journey. Your patience and your diligence ensures long-term success. Your patience and your diligence. And since we're talking to Aries, I'm going to put consistency. So I'm going to add that. Your patience, your diligence, and your consistency, Aries, ensures long-term success, even when the path feels slow. Let that sink in. Even when the path feels slow. I am destined to be a star. Say it. I am destined to rise. It is my destiny to be successful in this lifetime. You guys need to stop talking negatively about yourselves. You know what? I honestly was watching a lot of church before I came in here, so that I probably am channeling my inner. The people out there that call me a heathen is crazy because I be going to church sometimes before I come up in here. Aries energy. Y'all gotta understand, I was raised going to church, and I'll never release that. No matter where my beliefs take me, as I grow as a person, I will never release that. The King of Hearts, the Four of Cups. The King of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Damn, all feeling energy. Listen to what the cards are. Listen to what the cards are saying, okay? It says the Princess of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and then the King of Cups underneath it all. Your emotions are being regulated. No more flying off the handle. Now, if somebody needs to be put in their place, that's different. But no more flying off the handle. Somebody said, ooh, consistency, you're calling me out. I know. I'm talking to an Aries. I'm an Aries talking to an Aries. I know, baby. They put me in front of you because I have the life experience. No more flying off the handle. It's not happening. No more wayward, Aries. This next chapter, 1717, as soon as I say that. No more wayward, Aries. This next chapter that is calling you to, what did it say? What did it say? Patience, diligence. What did I add? Consistency. No more wayward, Aries. It's not happening. For those Aries who have not figured this out, for those Aries who have not been called to this energy yet, you haven't seen opportunities blow up in your, or not blow up. You haven't seen opportunities show up in your reality yet. It's coming. Stay tuned into this energy. That's the whole purpose of you being called to this reading. And if you know, and I'm calling you out because you haven't been showing up consistently for the things that you set out as goals for yourself. Now. Because let me tell you right now, a lot of you guys have walked away even when it hurt. You walked away before you became numb to it. You walked away when you still had love for somebody, or you still had passion for something. You walked away even though, and the reason is because Spirit was like, no, this isn't for you. Not anymore. It's not. Because it's not serving your heart. It's not serving your soul. I kept saying soul, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 heart cards. Pay attention to the messages with this Princess of Hearts here. Pay attention to the messages. The only way that you are going to start being able to pay attention to the messages, Aries, you have to have stillness in your day-to-day. Oh, could y'all hear that my phone was ringing? You have to have stillness at some point in time in your day-to-day. You have to. This is where the consistency is going to help you become more consistent. Every day you have to, and I talk about it a lot. You can follow my regimen. Before I get out of the bed, I'm sitting there in prayer, and I'm sitting there in evaluation. What did I dream about? What came to me in my downloads? And then I go straight into prayer every single morning. And then I sit with that for a second. And then at some point in time throughout my day, when I feel my feet leaving off the ground, meaning I'm not grounded, or I've been very reactionary, I react to my kids. I've been like nitpicking at my kids. I'm like, whoop, something's going on. If I'm sitting down scrolling on my phone for a little bit too long, whoop, something's going on. So in the middle of the day, I ground myself. And I've talked about this for a long time. I say prayer or I take some deep breaths every single day. And then at the end of the day, I am so unbelievably grateful for each mistake that I made, each misstep that I made, each time that I shortfalled myself, each time I digressed, because I have awareness, okay, that's something I still need to work on. And then I pray, and then I release the energy, and then I pray, and then I go to bed. That's my regimen. You come up with whatever regimen works for you, but it's about self-awareness. You have to have consistency in a regimen, Aries, in order for you to stay consistent in this next chapter, because it's coming, but it's calling you to go along with it, to push the cart. There's no my turn, please. I don't do personal readings. This is for Aries. Y'all feel me, Aries? Keep pushing that cart. Show up consistently for yourself. The success is in the cards. It already said it. I have stillness twice a day. This helps pull back my spicy reactions. This also helps my blood pressure. Praise God. All right. I love it. Thank you very much, Wendy, for responding. All right. Let's go. Taurus. Next chapter for Taurus. For Taurus's greatest and highest good, please, Spirit. Next chapter for Taurus. Next chapter. What is the next chapter? Where is Taurus's energy heading? Please, Spirit. It says mature man. Okay. And then you see that there's a globe next to this man. So I feel like travel or movement or moving for Taurus in your next chapter. And I'm gonna stand on this card for just a little bit longer. Doesn't this guy look like that one dude from the Harry Potter movies? Gandalf, without his Gandalf. I don't know that guy's name. But I am getting Gandalf vibes off of this. What are you trying to say, Shawnee? Change. And it's gonna look for a lot of the Taurus that are tapped into this like movement in some way, shape, or form. And it's because you've matured out of a situation. And then I'm going to get extra woo-woo with this. It's because you have been divinely led and guided. I'm on Taurus. I started with Aries. It's because you've been divinely led and guided to make this change, to make this movement. Taurus. Taurus energy. Next chapter. What can they look forward to for their greatest and highest good? Creation. Spirit's like, okay, so this is essentially the Magician card. And in order for you to be able to have manifested the door that is open for you to make these moves, Taurus, the only way you would have been able to do it is if you were aligned with the door to be open. Essentially, if you would have, because you followed your internal GPS, you were able to find the building, the hallway, the floor, and then the door. And now in this next chapter, you're walking into a new creation, a new chapter of life. It's like a fresh start for a lot of you guys. And Taurus, let me tell you right now, if you're like, that's something I want, but I don't know how to get there, tap in. Remember your own internal strength. You asked for this opportunity. Do not be scared. Because the universe is always working in your favor, Taurus. No, I get my answers from my intuition. I don't get my answer from the cards. But what I do is I help people. Dang it. I was responding, Wendy. No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good, Wendy. You're good. You're good. Thank you. Let me get back into my own energy. What was I talking about to the Taurus? Let me get back into my own energy. All right, Taurus. It says creation. You have everything you need to manifest your dreams. Focus your energy and align your intentions to bring ideas into reality. Trust your creativity and skills, knowing they can transform potential into success. This is your moment. Take inspired action. Let me tell you something, Taurus. 10 seconds. All right. As soon as they come back, I'm ready. No, let me tell you something, Taurus. A man or a woman who has absolutely no clue what they want out of life will always stay stuck. So this is a picture this. I talked about it. You followed your GPS. You found the building. You've walked down the hallway. You've gotten on the elevator to whatever floor you were supposed to get off of. Hold on. All right. Now I just hid that person from the channel. No timeouts. You've taken the elevator to whatever floor it was that you were supposed to get off on. Now you are standing in front of the doorway. You haven't opened the door yet, Taurus, because it is now up to you to tell the universe what's on the other side of that. You will always stay at the doorway in a stagnant inertia kind of energy. If you have no clue what it is you want next. So start figuring that out. What do you want next? You've lived enough life, Taurus, with this mature man. And I don't care if you're a male or a female. You've lived enough life, and some of you guys have traveled, or some of you guys are being called to travel. But you have lived, and that could be confirmation for you. You have lived enough life to have at least an inkling of what it is that you don't want. So how about you start backwards planning from there? I don't want to show up the way I showed up that one time. I don't want to connect myself to that old pattern. I don't want to allow this type of energy into my life. So start backwards planning. So what's the opposite of that? What do when you start finding the opposite of what you don't want, you find what you do want. And here's a suggestion I give to a lot of people. Start writing down your values. What do you value what are your values? What are your values? Because I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that's like, this is awesome, but I'm not sure what I want. I'm not sure I know who I am. Take the time. Take the time out of your day, every day. Taurus. 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 King of Wands. Princess of Swords. There's that justice. Princess of Wands. It's a new chapter. Yeah, of course you're going to be nervous. You don't know what to expect. But you're not being pulled around like a rag doll from the universe. The universe is sitting at the table with you, Taurus, and saying, let's create together. The time of you being pulled around like a rag doll is over. This King of Wands here is telling me that you've got the ambition. This Princess of Swords is telling me you're just trying to wrap your mind around it. This Justice is telling me, all right, Spirit is giving you an opportunity. So wrap your mind around it and start taking action. This Princess of Wands is also telling me that this Princess of Wands and this Princess of Swords is telling me there's room for growth when it comes to expanding your mind to what's possible in your life. The Princess of Wands is telling me that there's room for growth when it tells me like how fast or slow your cadence of life, learning when to run, learning when to pause and rest, learning when to kind of keep like a steady pace. It doesn't matter that you're having to start over, Taurus. It doesn't matter. You have so much life experience to lean in on it. You're never too old to find success. You're never too old to find peace. You're never too old to find prosperity. You're never too old to start again. And that's what I feel like Taurus is doing right now. All right. Where are we at? 29-29, Gemini. 29-29. 11-11. 11-11. Yeah, happy 12-12 to everybody as Gemini gets 11-11 on the clock. All right, for Gemini's greatest and highest good, what is coming next? Family room. But there's nobody in here. This is the card I'm looking at right now. Family room. But there's like no people in the room. I do see a lot of memories resurfacing right now. You might be doing retrospect, an evaluation of your last year. Gemini, you might be called to be doing an evaluation of your last year. What I'm seeing in this next chapter, at least initially, is a lot of quiet time, and that quiet time is a purposeful orchestration of the universe so that you can have time to do some evaluation. And I'm saying over the last year, but it could go back. It could go way, way back. So expect enough quiet time in your future, Gemini, to where you there are things that need to be evaluated and highlighted for you. I do see books on the shelf in here, so you could be getting a lot of downloads if you're a reader or if you're a listener to like audible books or audio books. No shout out, no sponsors. It looks like this neighborhood is like gilded. I mean, this family room is like gilded. So you could be working on your own home to make it more cozy. You might find yourself nesting in this next chapter because Spirit wants you to be able to come home, feel safe in your own home so that you can relax enough so that your mind can easily go through this evaluation period versus in a stressful way. For those of you guys, who am I talking to? Gemini. For those of you Gemini who have a cluttered space, a cluttered house or something, I'm calling you because I can see this energy, or you might even see some inklings of like downloads that you've been getting, these ideas like, I really need to declutter my space. I really need to clean. I really need to donate these things. And the reason is because Spirit wants your outward environment to reflect what's soon to be your inward environment, meaning your head. For Gemini, please. Next chapter for Gemini's greatest and highest good. Surrender. It's the Hanged Man. It is the Hanged Man. Surrender. Let it happen. Goodness, the synchronicity. Let it happen. But you have to want to, you can't just, Spirit's not going to be like, hey, you need to sit down. It's like talking to a kid. Hey, I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down. Because eventually there is what? A consequence. And how might that look for you, Gemini? If Spirit's been telling you to sit down and evaluate, clean up your space so that you can feel comfortable sitting down and evaluate, and you don't do it, the consequence could look like, and this is me, I'm not a witch. You understand? You can go and look at my bio and you can see what I am and who I know that I am and where my power lies. Okay? But what that might look like if you continually ignore Spirit asking you to sit down and evaluate is like you might get a cold and might have to call out of work for a few days. Or your internet might go down. Or your cell phone network might go down for a few hours. And what is that? It's not woe is me. No, that's Spirit saying, good, we've been waiting for you to sit down. Now you have no choice. Okay? Surrender for the Gemini. It says, release control and trust the process. Release control and trust the process. Shifting your perspective will reveal new insights. Resistance only hinders growth. Gemini, one more time, because I want to make sure your twin in your head hears me, okay? Resistance, I love you, Gemini. Resistance only hinders growth. By letting go, you allow clarity and transformation to emerge, creating space for deeper understanding. There is some stuff that has happened in your life and Spirit wants you to highlight it. and learn how to grow from it. Learn how to release it. Learn how to heal from it. Gemini. Princess of Swords. But I don't know. Princess of Swords. But I'm not sure how. I'm telling you how. I'm telling you how. But I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do it. Come up with a ritual. Turn off the TV. Or if you're going to turn on the TV, put it on some healing frequency music. Do a 10-minute guided meditation. Go sit outside on the back porch or on the balcony or something for a while. The King of Wands. Okay, I'll do it. I don't know how to do it. I tell you how to do it. Okay, I'll do it. The King of Wands. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it and I'll commit to it. That's what I like. Look at this. The Prince of Hearts, which is essentially the Prince of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, the King of Hearts, which is essentially the King of Cups. Good. Because you will feel so much better and so much lighter when you do. That's what you're meant to do in this next chapter. Surrender. Allow the evaluation of the last year or the last several years or whatever it is to come to you. Set some time each and every single day to allow for the introspection and the evaluation, Gemini. Your process of how you do it might look like different than the next, but we're not worried about other people. We're only worried about you singularly. Especially in this chapter, you need to be worried about you singularly and your mental health. All right, Gemini? Okay, let's do Cancer. All right. For Cancer, Cancer's greatest and highest good. That is good. That is really good. It's honey and lemon with some hot water. It's really good. I doused the heck out of that with some honey, though. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. All right, Cancer. For Cancer's greatest and highest good, what is Cancer looking forward to? Occupation. Ah. What, Aries got that too? Putting in the work, Cancer. I think this is different than what Aries got in their energy. I don't think. I know this is different. This is like, you guys know what I just heard in my head? Kimbra. Kimbra. Do you guys know Kimbra? She has a song called Settle Down. I want to settle down. I want to settle down. I want you on just one knee for now. So that we can take our vows. And then she also says, I want to raise a child. Won't you raise a child with me? Raise a child. We can call her Nebraska Jones. And she'll have your nose and your eyes so that you know. What are you working on? Because this don't look like work. Maybe you are working to distract yourself, but I do feel like in the back, because I'm looking at this light. Do you see this light up here? Do you see this light up here? It seems like just the way that the light is in this card, it doesn't seem like it belongs there. It seems like it was placed there. Can I show y'all something? Can I show y'all something? All right. So this is a picture of my grandma. This is my grandma. So when I say that I'm getting a download from my grandma, I'm getting a download from my grandma Teresa all the time. And this is my great aunt right here, Aurelia, and two major impacts in my life. So we got a Capricorn and a Virgo here. But if you look back here, there's this light at the restaurant. And it doesn't make any sense. And it's blue. So if I'm being extra delulu, oh, not really delulu or woo-woo, because I'm not delusional. Trust. There was a time when I was, though. Blue for me is like angelic. It's like specifically Archangel Michael. And so I kept this picture because This light doesn't make any sense in here, but it feels like there's an otherworldly guide in this picture. There's also a shadow, and I don't know if you're going to pick it up, but there's like a shadow back here that doesn't make any sense either. I don't know if the camera's picking up. So I went on that whole tangent. Shawnee, what are you on about? This light is not a part of this picture. It's like something that's been placed in here. It's otherworldly. Cancer, I feel like you are being guided by the light of source to work on something. And it could have a lot to do with your home life, or who it is that you are wishing to create a home life with or stabilize a home life with. Cancer. Next chapter. Stable. Two of Pentacles. An integration of another energy. You are juggling multiple priorities. Balance and adaptability are key to maintaining harmony. Stay grounded as you manage your commitments and trust your ability to find equilibrium. So are you, at this very moment, as you're watching this and you're a Cancer, you've got a heavy Cancer placement, I wonder if you're being called to pay attention, because Wendy, you are doing a phenomenal job. Thank you. You've been ignoring what Spirit has been trying to tell you, a path that Spirit has been trying to illuminate for you, ignoring the nudges. That's just what I'm getting. And I'm not trying to, in any way, shape, or form, alienate somebody or make them feel like I'm attacking you. I'm not. That's just what I'm getting. So if you were being completely honest with yourself, if there were no walls up, could you say that that would be a possibility? Because that's what I'm looking at. Spirit is readying you or wanting you to incorporate another energy into your awareness, but your head is down. You know what I get off of this? Jesus loves me. Thank you. And he loves you as well. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red, yellow, black, and or white. They are beautiful in his sight. Jesus loves the children of the world. Praise God. All right. I get 4 cups off of this. And with the 4 cups, it's like your head is down and you're focused on something else. But then there's this Ace of Cups that God, the universe, your higher selves is trying to move into your reality, but you're not looking at it. So how can Cancer tap into awareness of this energy for their greatest and highest good? How can Cancer tap into awareness of this energy? It says the Empress. This is something that you were always meant to do. It's a tarot reading. This is something that you were always meant to do. This is somebody that you were always meant to connect with. This is a door you were always meant to go through. This is an occupation you were always meant to have. This is a move you were always meant to. It was meant to come to you in the right time. But this is how God and the universe works, right? God and the universe will give you a blessing, but you have to have your hand reached out ready to give it. You cannot just ask for a blessing. You cannot just ask for a miracle and not be willing to put in the work, not be willing to be aware enough. I'm not a witch, honey. All right. You got to do your part too. So this is telling me that you've got to let down your walls of fear and insecurity and self-sabotage, and open up the energy of awareness, because it's in this now time, Cancer, that it's time. The wheel of fortune is turned in your favor, and it is time for this energy to come towards you. You've got to be ready to receive it. You've got to be open to receiving it. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer's greatest and highest good. Next chapter, please. The Three of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I said the Wheel of Fortune. Honey. I said it. The Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Swords. And then the Emperor. Oh my God. I'm about to cry. Whatever this is that you've been ignoring, not investing in, trying to keep your head down and go in whatever direction it is that you feel like you should be going in, whatever it is an actual match made in heaven. The Empress and the Emperor. Whatever it is, guys. See, I see the turmoil in your own personal head. These are a lot of thoughts. I see it. It's in your head. This is it's almost self-sabotage. It's a lot of fear. It's a little bit of ego. It's a potion for not being able to pick up what spirit is putting down. It's a potion for, it's a perfect storm, but this storm is going to keep you from seeing this blessing manifest in your reality. The Wheel of Fortune. It's the time. The time is now, and it's for your greatest and highest good, Cancer. There's this mingling that you have to be able to do. I don't know if this is a networking that you have to do. If you've got to befriend somebody. But this is, the Three of Cups is saying, like, there's a couple of things with Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is you interacting with your higher self and your spirit guides, or God and your spirit guides, or the universe and your higher self, whatever. It's you intermingling with those energies that are here for your greatest and highest good and have been, guiding you and protecting you and loving you your entire life. That's one part of the Three of Cups. The other part of the Three of Cups is going out and communing and networking. Saying yes to the invitations. And what it's going, if you can let down the negative and the intrusive thoughts of lack, then you will connect yourself, Cancer, in this next chapter with a divinely led connection between you. Who looks miserable? I look pretty. What you talking about? Some miserable, and I'm not miserable. Truth be told. Cancer, sorry, I apologize. There's a divine connection that's out there for you. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting. This could be a house. This could be a job. This could be a romantic connection. This could be a move. It could be all of the above. The universe is ready to bless you, Cancer. You just have to be ready to receive. All right. So in this next chapter, be ready to receive the blessings and to let down the fear. Where are we at? Leo. All right, Leo. Leo. For Leo's greatest and highest good. Tell me about the next chapter for Leo. Main male. This is a number 1 card. It's a Magician card. Well, I'll tell you what. Leo looks good. And Leo is feeling good. And Leo is being a Leo and understands that Leo is the lead in Leo's own play of life. The lead actress in the movie of life, Leo is standing in their power, and there's some confidence there. And I don't feel like it's delusional in any way, shape, or form. So if you're not in that energy yet, Leo, call it in. Expect that that's what's happening for your next chapter. Leo, victory. The synchronicities in today's reading. The synchronicities in today's readings is crazy. I'm so unbelievably grateful for it. This is the Chariot card. You're moving in the right direction and you know it. You can feel it. If you're not there yet, tap into it. Okay. Virgo's next though. Hurry up. Hop like a bunny. This is victory. You have the strength and determination to overcome challenges. You have the strength and you have the strength within you to overcome. Hold on. Woo! Somebody don't want to hear the truth on that. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Leo, you have the strength to overcome any challenge that presents itself to you in your life. We all do. But I'm talking to Leo right now. You just have to make sure that you stay in the energy of determination. With focus and balance, success is within reach. You're about to see an immense blessing in this next chapter for you, Leo. An immense blessing. Take control of your journey and move forward with confidence. This is your time to rise above adversity and claim your victory. Here's the thing, Leo, you're overcoming in this next chapter. You're overcoming whatever was holding you back. You're overcoming whatever was keeping you feeling stuck. You're overcoming whatever obstacles, either presumed obstacles or obstacles that you were putting there in front of you, or red tape or bureaucracy. You're overcoming the haters. You're overcoming the naysayers, even if you were hating on yourself and naysaying your own damn energy. You're overcoming that in the next chapter. Leo. The 10 of Pentacles, Leo. A whole 10 of Pentacles. No wonder you're coming up as the main male. Main male, main female, doesn't matter. As the main character. Wowzers. Tell me more. Guys, I keep trying to prevent myself from coughing, so that's why I'm drinking my tea so much. The 2 of Swords. The 9 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck. The 3 of Wands. It's here. Go. It's here. There is this energy that you are moving towards, Leo, in this next chapter. It's taking you a while to make a decision. It's taking you a while to remember that you were the main character and the creator of your own destiny. But you've made that decision. Because you already knew that there was something better on the other side. So expect in the very near future with this 3 of Wands. And there could be somebody traveling, because I see this with this kind of Cancer Chariot card and then this 3 of Wands here. So you could be traveling towards somebody, or somebody could be traveling towards you. I'm not necessarily saying a love partner, because this isn't specifically a love reading. Although I'm not going to put a cap on your blessings, Leo. It could be a love partner. But either way, you're headed in the right direction in this next chapter. And you will realize so much success in all of the things that you have presented yourself as a goal in your life. This 9 of Cups and this 10 of Pentacles. It's taken you a while. The biggest thing that I'm getting here with this 2 of Swords, the biggest thing that I'm getting here is that you are your own worst enemy. So now that you know that, don't be that person. There are plenty of other people out here in the world that are going to hate on you. You need to make sure you're not hating on yourself. That's nice. I like that. Leo. That's amazing energy to be calling into your next chapter. Stand on that. Claim that right now in the comments down below. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Call that. Call that in. Hello, Ashley. Thank you for joining. Virgo. All right, Virgo. Tam. Calm down, Tam. My Tam baby. Calm down, Tam. Here we go, Virgo. For Virgo's greatest and highest good, next chapter, what's coming in for Virgo? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's why I gotta keep my mouth closed. Shut your mouth, Shani. Shut your mouth. Oh, I want to show it to you, but I don't want to show it to you. All right, Virgo. For your greatest and highest good, you got false person. It's okay. It's an 8. Be strong. It's okay. It's an 8. Be strong. Tame that inner beast. We haven't pulled any other cards yet. I will tell you what I'm getting off of it right away. All right. I will tell you what I'm getting off of this right away. I do not think it means what you think it means. A connection. I do not think it means what you think it means. Let's see how that unravels in this next chapter for your greatest and highest good, Virgo. Okay, I'm being called to say these 4 letters that I'm seeing. I'm seeing the letter S, the letter C, the letter N as in Nancy, and the letter M as in Mary. Doesn't have to be Nancy and it doesn't have to be Mary, but I saw 4 letters and Spirit was like, say it out loud. S, C, N, and M. Mastery. 8 of Pentacles. Dedication to your craft is paying off. Focus on improving your skills and refining your work. This is a time to rebuild and build something meaningful and lasting through persistence. All right. I'm releasing my ego in this thing, okay? And the reason why I say that is just because I know some people that are connected to some Virgo. So I'm going to let go of my ego and I'm going to say what the cards are saying right now, right here, right now. There is a fiery, passionate connection. How do I get that? Because he's got a red mask on. She's got red hair and a red dress on. He also has a red vest on, bow tie, cummerbund. That you could see through, but you chose not to, Virgo. And for a long time, this connection kept you in a loop. And you've been, and on another hand of that is you've been working on some things in your life to help to try to improve other aspects of your life. But this loop is still going on over here while you're over here working on whatever it is that you need to work on. 8 of Pentacles here. This distraction is a false distraction. It could be a false soulmate, a false twin flame, I said it, a false love that was meant to be more than what it was. It could be a false relationship, something that just wasn't feeding your soul. Tell me about this for Virgo's greatest and highest good. Queen of Swords. 10 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. You could be called in this next chapter to release a person, Virgo, who is never meant to be your all the way person. You could be called, and this could look like a divorce, this could look like a separation, this could look like a breakup. Somebody, but I think it's really more like divorce. It could even be like a work partner, because I got the 8 of Pentacles here and the 3 of Pentacles, or you've known this person from work or school or university or something. Especially since I got this Ace of Cups here, it's telling me that, and it could be a Queen of Swords. Virgo, there's somebody that you could be releasing from your life because like a new love partner or rekindling is supposed to be happening for you. And it could be this, like I said, this Queen of Swords. And the thing that I'm getting is that what might have kept you connected to this person is lust and passion. But is there anything else there? And if the answer is no, then the answer is no. And you might be finding that out in this next chapter. What is this connection preventing Virgo from seeing in their life? What is this connection preventing Virgo from seeing in their life? True love. Sometimes we get wrapped up in meaning, like, because we're humans, so we want to apply meaning. Oh, I'm so like head over heels for this person. What does that mean? It means that they're my soulmate. Oh, I can't live without this person. What does that mean? It means that I've got to be with them. They've got to be my person. But sometimes the true meaning is more deeper than that. It's I have such a passionate connection with this person. What does that mean? Well, this person could be a catalyst for change for your soul. Like, you would have never have been so connected to a mirror in your life, somebody that was going to mirror all the shadow that you needed to work on, if you didn't have such a lustful, passionate connection with that person. Because then you wouldn't let them into your life and show them depths of your soul and yourself if you wouldn't have had that passionate connection. So Spirit and the universe needed you to have this passionate connection with this person so that they could be around and show you some things about yourself and help you identify some karma in your life and then work on said karma until, unless, because if you kept going back to this person and kept going back to this person and kept going back to this person, then that means that there were cycles that were repeating themselves. And the reason why they were repeating themselves is because you or this person were choosing not to see it for what it really was. So the karma kept looping. And then another thing is, like, when we're talking about, well, I can't ever get this person off my mind. I can't live without this person. It's not that you need to be with them or you need to contact them or keep reaching out to them or chase them. It could be that there is something that person brings to your heart that you are not giving to yourself. I know, I'm sorry. But just wait to watch the rest of your placements. Wait to watch the rest of your placements, okay? Before you assume anything, okay? So that's when we start talking about like attachment styles, like ancient. I mean, hell, yeah, you could have been ancient souls that have always been attached to each other and always had a need to find each other in each lifetime, because each lifetime you knew that y'all would be an amazing mirror for each other, and you would come together because of that familiarity that you would have because you've had lifetimes with this person. So in a way, yeah, this person does seem like a soulmate, but remember, soulmates are not always ride or die. Meaning sometimes they come into your energy for a season and for a very specific reason or list of reasons. But you've got to lean on your intuition. You've got to lean on your discernment, your own personal goals, and find out, Virgo, if what I'm telling you via the cards rings true with you. And if it does, then there might be some work that you need to do in order to cleanse and clear that space and forgive yourself in your own heart so you can make room for the actual soulmate and not a false one that is out there for you. It's literally in the cards. You got the Ace of Cups, and then you got the Two of Cups. It's literally in the cards. And then you got the Ten of Cups. So ready your mind, body, and spirit for the love that you are actually meant to have in this lifetime. Okay? Damn, I be delivering stuff to people, and it's just like, this is what they say. This is what the cards are saying, guys. All right. Libra. Are you okay? My dog's just staring at me. Are you okay? You good? All right, Libra. Libra. Oh, Tammy, or Wendy, you got it? Oh, no. That is a delete worthy. That is delete worthy. Oh, my gosh. How long did you put that person on timeout for? Dang. It was funny though. It was funny, but it was also very inappropriate. How long did you put that person on timeout for? Do you remember? Because as soon as they come back, I want to be able to delete them. All time. Oh. Praise God. And so it is. As above, so below. All right, hold on. Now we're at Libra. Ooh, Libra. 707. 17s and 7s could be significant for Libra. Let's go. For me, that's angel stuff. For me, that's the star card. That's healing. That's uplifting. That's wishes coming true. Let's call in this energy for Libra. Libra's next chapter. What do they get to look forward to in their next chapter for everybody's greatest and highest good? Thank you. Main female. Oh, what if Libra and Leo have something going on in this next chapter? Wouldn't that, guys, let me know. Let me know. What am I doing? It's a tarot reading. For Libra. Libra, somebody showing up for themselves in this next chapter. Oh, okay, good. Somebody is showing up for themselves in this next chapter. I love it. And look at her face. Look, Libra. I don't care if you're a male or female. Can you see her face? Hold on. I'm trying to I'll describe it for you. Resting bitch face. Libra is saying, don't come for me. Don't play with me. But at the same time, she, male or female, it doesn't matter, is holding a rose, which is telling me that Libra is still open to possibilities. Libra is still open to connections with people and partnerships with people, but she's not one to be trifled with or messed with. Again, male or female, all right? The High Priestess, Libra knows something that you don't know. So sorry guys. So Libra is showing up in this next chapter very much self-aware, but and guarded from the bullshit, and will only give as much energy as he or she feels like they need to give. And if it ain't something worth his or her investment, ain't happening. Next chapter for Libra. All of that off of that one card. Very authentic, very authentic, very much standing in your truth. You could have been or could potentially be receiving a throat chakra upgrade in this next chapter. You just find yourself just like this. I'm not here to play any games. Are we doing this or not? Are we moving forward with this meeting or not? Did you schedule it? It's just very much almost matter of fact, Libra. Not cold, knowing. You're not being cold. You know who you are. Awakening. Listen, because Libra, oh man, I ran out of tea. Excuse me, guys. Libra knows that you got to go with the flow. Otherwise, the flow is going to take you and drag you around. Libra's not dealing with that anymore. Libra is the main female, male or female, doesn't matter, main character in his or her story. So their awareness is on high in this next chapter. Hold on. The Tower card in this next chapter. It says awakening in this particular deck, all right? Unexpected changes are shaking your foundation, clearing the way for growth. I'm going to read that again. Unexpected changes are shaking your foundation, clearing the way for growth. A tower will never happen in your life if it was meant to stay there long term. 1-11-1. 1 hour, 11 minutes, 1 second, as soon as I say that, okay? If it was meant to stay, it wouldn't crumble. 11-11-11 on the clock, as soon as I say that. If it was meant to stay, it would stay. If it was meant to be there for a season, then it's going to go away. So expect Libra to have things go away in this next chapter. But because you're standing so much in your own energy, it's going to be unwavering for your spirit. If there is a problem that is going to present itself in this next chapter, you know that you can handle it. You know that you can you know that you can seek out solution, and you know that you have the power to step through any threshold or step over and into any doorway that is going to lead you towards prosperity, progress, partnership, and peace. Though it feels chaotic, this is an opportunity to rebuild stronger. Trust that the awakening will bring clarity and deep alignment with your purpose. Talk about the year of the wood snake, Libra. This next chapter, it's the final countdown. You got to trust in this next chapter, Libra, that whatever is releasing itself from you and your energy, that is meant to go. Let it go. The Sun card. Shit. Let it go. Let it go. The Ten of Wands. Let it go. Let it go. It's not meant to be your burden anymore. You're not meant to invest in it anymore. You're not meant to be there anymore. You're meant to move into this new house. A new home. A new area. A new zip code. A new business. New partnership. The Seven of Swords, and then the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It is all meant to prevent you from any further harm. There will be a lot of illuminations of the people that were there and had your back and meant it and love you. You will be able to identify, stepping into this next chapter, Libra, the people that are your ride or die, the people that have always had your back, the people that were there in your weakest times, and even when they knew that they could get nothing from you. The people, you will be able to identify the people that have benefited from your pain and from your stuck energy and from you not and being lost and you being needy. You will be able to identify the people that are just the energy vampires. You will be able to see things clearly and for what they are. The lies, the deceit, even the lies and deceit, the lies that you've been telling yourself and the things that you've been deceiving yourself about in this next chapter. I love it. I feel like if there wasn't a more empowering, this is just super empowering because of the Sun card and this Tower card and this main female card, you will be all right in this next chapter. You will be all right. You will be able to solve any sort of problem. You will be vanilla ice. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. And that's you. As cheesy as that is, that's Libra. You got this, Libra. Let it fall. Let it go and let it fall. All right. Don't fight it. Scorpio. Scorpio. Are you okay, boo? You good? You okay? She's just staring at me. Are you okay? All right, Scorpio. I love you guys. Let's see. Scorpios. For Scorpio's greatest and highest good. Next chapter for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Next chapter for Scorpio. Coffin. Do not be alarmed. Do not be alarmed. There's a death and rebirth. And guess what? It's not going to make you feel crazily uncomfortable, because guess what? You are the death card, Scorpio. You are the death and the rebirth. You are the energy that is okay with the darkness of life, because you know that what comes out of that is flourishing and blossoming, and something can grow. In other words, you're okay with the seasons of fall and winter, because you know after the sun melts and goes into the ground, come the spring and the summer, the birds are going to be out and chirping again. You understand that death begets life. So in this next chapter, with this coffin card here, there's a huge transformative energy. Oh, there's a yellow rose on here. So that could be significant for you. But it just stuck out to me. Like it just stuck out to me. Huge transformation within your friendships. Because for me, yellow roses symbolize friendship energy with the yellow on here. So huge transformation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also too, there's a reckoning happening in this next chapter for you, Scorpio, when it comes to your religious beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. You might see them transform, and you might start opening up to new possibilities, new energies, or you might see yourself going to church more, or going and engaging in spiritual practices. All right. So that's everything I'm getting off of that card. 10. No, it's not everything I'm getting off that card. Tell me about why this 10 is popping out. Hold on. Can I just be honest with you? Some of the Scorpios might see the passing of somebody that's older than you. And you're going to be like, I know. Well, yeah, duh. No, it's not yeah, duh. Like, people of all ages die every single day. All right. But in this specific case, somebody that's older than you, with the 5 on this candelabra, it is showing that somebody that, dang it, I don't want to be the bearer of this, but I have to say it, because yellow roses could be significant. So it could be like an older friend or something. Just, if these are people, if this is coming up as confirmation, as something that you've already been feeling in your spirit, reach out. And if you feel inclined, reach out. Say whatever it is that you feel like on your heart that you need to say to this person. If you feel like you need closure, if not, then Leo already happened. I'm on Scorpio. Yeah, so it could be somebody in your life that's leaving. And with the Hierophant energy, somebody that's older than you. Heck, I mean, I was talking about church earlier, so it could be like somebody from the church that you go to. So you're like, yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. It's so heavy for me because I've been predicting this kind of energy since I was, the first time I predicted something like this, I was Was it 1997, I think? So what was I, 16 or 17? One of those ages. For Scorpio. For Scorpio, please. Next chapter. Nurture. You provide care and stability, blending practicality with abundance. Your nurturing energy creates prosperity and harmony. This is pretty much like the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like there's closure happening for you in this next chapter, Scorpio, and it could manifest its way in a lot of different ways when we're looking at this death and rebirth card or this coffin card. Okay, so just have awareness. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not a fear mongerer. I'm just reading the cards. Whatever happens in this next chapter for you, when it relates to this ending, is going to give you the closure that you finally need. Hold on, guys. Woo! All right, Scorpio. Hold on. Okay. All right, Victor, I'm sending prayers your way, okay? I am sending prayers your way. I saw that. And I'm praying that whatever it is, it's it's for everybody's greatest and highest good, including that person. Everything is going to be okay. I know everything is going to be okay. All right, for Scorpio. And I'm sorry that I channel these heavy energies, but I'm a conduit and I can't say, no, not that. I mean, I can, but I don't know what to tell you guys. All right, Scorpio. The Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's the second time endings has come out. And now I'm seeing snakes. Whoever this ending is going to be, or this transformative energy is going to be for you, Scorpio, no matter what, you're going to be okay. I know that you've been in your head for whomever this is, for whomever this reading is going to be for, okay? I can see in the cards with this Four of Pentacles and this Two of Swords, it's probably somebody that you're like not really talking to, and you felt for whatever reason you've needed to protect yourself from that person. You're going to be okay. They hurt you in a lot of ways. And it's been something that you've had to juggle. Maybe you've potentially gone to therapy over it. Maybe you've gone to couples therapy over this. Essentially, I'm talking to a Scorpio who has a relationship or a relation to somebody, and it was not a good relationship. And so they've had to seek out change within themselves. And soon to be, you'll get closure. That doesn't mean that this person is going to be, leaving us and getting their angel wings. It just means that you will be able to transmute whatever energy it was that was hurting you with your relationship with this person, and you're going to be able to integrate it into something more tangible for yourself. More loving energy. You'll be able to invest now in yourself. Your head won't be wondering when this person will come back, because they're not going to be coming back. Your time with this karmic energy is done in this next chapter for you. Okay. So know that you will be getting a release that is going to feed your soul and your future. All right, Scorpio. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. Hold on. All right. For Sagittarius, greatest and highest good. For Sagittarius, greatest and highest good. What's next coming? What is happening in this next chapter for Sagittarius? Too many cards, guys. What's okay? Oh, two cards. Taking them both. Mature man and lovers. You know how many I've used this Kipper deck so many times and I've literally never got the lovers card. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? I saw that. Thank you very much for the acknowledgement for the Scorpio reading. Sagittarius. Look, I love the face that this guy is making. He's just like, you better believe it. I'm calling in a lover. Okay, Sagittarius, I see you. I see you. It's interesting, though, let me tell you, that this lover's card is a 15. And if we're looking at, it is, I'm not lying to you. Oh, check this out, 515. That could be significant for you. See that? 515. That's also an 11. Okay, so you could be seeing 111, 11, 11s, 515 a lot. And, oh, okay, hold on. I don't have I have my book. Essentially, 515 is asking, what do you want? So what do you want out of love? That's what that asks you. What do you want out of love? This is a 15 card. The 15 card in the traditional Rider-Waite is the Devil card. So be careful that this attachment is healthy. You got to use your own discernment, right? But this could also be telling me that this is an attachment that is heavily lust filled, that is coming in your next your next chapter. Hold on, guys. All right, we only have a few more signs to go. And then I got to rest my vocalizer. Hold on. Check this out, though. Can y'all hear me? Am I back on? Okay. Check this out, though. Do you see how there's like two doves? Two doves. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Sagittarius, next chapter for everybody's greatest and highest good. Aspiration. Aspiration. New opportunities arise as you develop skills and pursue meaningful goals. Stay grounded and focus on building strong foundation. Stay focused and on building a strong foundation. So, are you currently evaluating, Sagittarius, a connection from the past? And are you calling in or manifesting, Sagittarius, a reconciliation or a reckoning with this person from the past? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. This is a Sagittarius card too. I mean, look, you see Sagittarius. What in here is a clue to you? There's two things. There's three things to me. If I poke fun of a Sagittarius, the first thing is the books. Like wanting to know deeper knowledge, like wanting to know more about things, yearning for the learning, right? The second is the globe, the traveling, the adventurous, the spontaneity. And then the third thing is the look on his face. Like he's about to tell you some shit about yourself and he knows the truth. That's definitely Sagittarius energy right there for sure. Sagittarius new chapter. Sagittarius, oh. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the Emperor. Oh, it's not that Sagittarius wants to go back and revisit this love that had a lot of negative energy attached to it. It's that the Sagittarius finally moves on from that energy in the next chapter. The 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Emperor. And recalibrates and attunes to the energy of self. So for those of you guys out there are like, oh, I want the Sagittarius back. Nope. That's not what I'm seeing in the cards. Go to a different reader if you want that. That's not what I'm seeing in the cards. What I'm seeing in the cards is that Sagittarius has taken the time to look at the evidence, to see the patterns. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and then say, you know what? I'm good. And moving into, I mean, Sagittarius could be like building a business, building a building. Sagittarius could be into construction, starting a new job, building a house, networking, getting their feet wet here and there in different sort of business type endeavors. And that's where they're concentrating their next chapter. Empire, building an empire. It could literally be an empire or it could be an empire here. Do you see what I'm saying? So Sagittarius is really stepping into that. Sagittarius, that's what you're looking forward to. If this is something, if this is like a connection that you just could not shake, you're shaking it in this next chapter. Solo travels, solo trips are coming up in your next chapter. For some of you guys, and I just got this, I'm going to pull a card on this and see if this is right. Hold on. Tell me about this solo trip for Sagittarius, please, in this next chapter. The Hermit. Excuse me, the Hierophant. For some of you guys, yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah. For some Sagittarius, you're going to do like what is that movie with the Julia Roberts? There's no songs in that, so I can't remember. Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love. There's this opportunity to travel by yourself, and it's really going to be super enlightening for like your beliefs. The stories that society has told you, and you're like going to be woken up to different perspectives and adventures and cultures, and it's just going to be like, whoa, my life has been shielded from all of these other opportunities, all these other ways that other people are going to live, and it's going to be a very enlightening trip. So Sagittarius, if you've been looking at some solo travel, doing that is going to really elevate you in this next chapter. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to let the dog out. Okay, let's go. Capricorn. Capricorn. For Capricorn's greatest and highest good. For Capricorn, thank you for joining me, everyone. I do appreciate you, as always. Capricorn's greatest and highest good. What is happening next for Capricorn in this next chapter for everyone's greatest and highest good, please? 22, official person. Okay. You know what's crazy? So Capricorn, official person, I'm looking at this guy's face and I was looking at his uniform and I was thinking, why so serious? Like the Joker, like Heath Ledger's version of the Joker, why so serious? And Heath Ledger was in a movie called The Four Feathers, right? And he wore like a uniform like this. So I'm getting some sort of correlation to, and by the way, this guy has a smirk on his face, so he's definitely not that serious. So I'm saying like all of that to say it's not that serious. That's what I feel like your energy is like. It's not that serious. I feel like Capricorn, the way I'm looking at it here, Capricorn's like, I've seen serious, and this is not that serious. It's almost like you're leading other people into a notion that they could easily overcome if they would get out of their own way. I did Taurus already. I'm on Capricorn. I feel like you're leaving people... Capricorn, I almost feel like you're leaving people to their own devices. Like, you can lead a horse to water, right? But you can't make them drink. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So it's like, I don't understand. I feel like you're looking at a situation and you're like, I don't understand why you guys are making such a big deal out of it. It's not that big of a deal. I've seen big deals before. It's not that big of a deal. And then maybe because of your energy, you're helping people realize that they should be calming down. So it's the way that you're carrying yourself in this next chapter that by proxy, other people are seeing your style and they're like, maybe we should be a little bit more cool, calm, and collected like Capricorn. Capricorn's next chapter, please. Maybe we should be a little bit more cool, calm, and collected like Capricorn. Majesty. You lead with intellectual strength. I don't know why I pull all the rest of the cards. I feel like I get the notion of what Spirit is trying to say within the first couple of cards. We're going to do an experiment. Next Friday, I'm only going to pull 2 cards. And I promise you I'll still be able to give you an in sync sort of message. Nobody's making fun of you. I said I've already done Taurus. I'm on Capricorn. It says majesty. You lead with intellectual strength, fairness, and integrity. Your decisions inspire trust and alignment with justice. Your decisions inspire trust and alignment with justice. Princess of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck, the 2 of Swords. You've been there, done that. So there's going to be a situation happening in your near future, Capricorn, in this next chapter, or the next biggest thing that's coming towards you, and you're like, yeah, I've seen something like this before. I know how to deal with this. So don't be surprised. And this time you're older. This time you're more experienced. The first time it came to you, I think it was a huge shock to your system. And it probably had you discombobulated. But the cool thing is that you know that you've overcome before, you can overcome again. This could be you having to be the one overcoming, or you watching somebody overcome or helping somebody overcome. Okay. So essentially what I'm saying to you, Capricorn, is there's this event that's going to be popping off in your next chapter. It looks very similar to something that's happened before in the past. You already know you got this. And because you're coming to the experience cool, calm, and collected, other people will then start following suit, because you have this air about you that you are like the patriarch, or you're like the head of the family, or the stable person in the family that people look to. And so because you're chill, they're going to be chill. All right. So just stay in that power, because it is truly powerful to come to the table like that. Let's see. Aquarius. All right. Aquarius. Okay, you enjoy your weekend too. Thank you for joining me. And I know I'll see you in the comments later on this weekend. All right. Aquarius. What's happening next for Aquarius? For everybody's greatest and highest good. What is happening next for Aquarius? For everybody's greatest and highest good. Thief. There's a number 24 card, which deduces to a 6. So a need to find balance in your life in this next chapter, Aquarius. Because if things are too turbulent, it's this idea, like if your house is dirty and unorganized. This is just the first example that came to me. If your house is dirty and unorganized, how would you know if somebody broke into your house? Like, how would you know that something was missing? And some people might say, well, I know all of my stuff. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about, it's just a figurative, like, term of speech. Like, if your house is messy, how are you going to know that something is missing? So it's an ask in this next chapter to kind of clean things up, or to come to a calm energy, so that you can recognize if it's you that needs to work on something, or if it's somebody outside of you that needs to work on something. Is it your energy that needs to be fixed and corrected and elevated, or is it somebody else? And then at that point, if it's somebody else, there's nothing you can do about it, but you have control over yourself and your actions. But the only way to know where the root of the cause of the issue is if you have awareness, and if you've cleaned your space. Almost like your energetic body. So for some of you guys, you might be called to praying and meditating and stillness. For other of you guys, you could be called to like working out or eating cleaner. And for other of you guys, I do feel like there's a call to like silence yourself, like not talk so much. Let other people take the lead with talking. Not sharing so much of your energy right off the bat, because people will always show you who they are. You just got to give them space to do so. Let's see, Aquarius. Emotion. This is the Ace of Cups here. So connecting to a new partner or love relationship. And there's this notion of, am I the common denominator? There's this notion of, am I the crazy one? Or are you the crazy one? Right? And having to evaluate that in this next chapter. A new emotional beginning is unfolding. Open your heart to love, joy, and connection. This is a time of healing and renewal, where feelings flow freely. Trust in the abundance of emotions and spiritual fulfillment. Also, too, there could be somebody coming up in your future, Aquarius, that is claiming to have love and support for you, but there's no follow through. So Spirit's asking you to pause and take stock. Like, are they talking? Are they walking the walk that they're talking? Is there anything behind the words that they're using? Are there any actions? Are they all talk and no action? Aquarius. The Two of Swords, the Prince of Swords, this is showing up as the Knight of Swords. The Hangman, and then the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're just currently in an energy, or very soon in an energy, you're just unsure if what you are hearing is what you're actually hearing. It's TOO. Life is too short for this. TOO. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, and so with this Hangman here, like, you're going to be doing some evaluation of the people that you have around you, and really trying to see, are these people here for my greatest and highest good? Do they feed my soul? Do I continue to invest in this? Do I continue to take action with these people? Or are they just feeding me a whole bunch of fluff, telling me what I like to hear? Or and if this is something that's continually happening to you, if you've noticed this, because I keep being drawn to a particular pattern that's been looping in and out of your life for a while now, then to answer your earlier question, yes, you are the common denominator. So what are you attracting in your life? Is there a story that you've been telling yourself that keeps you from mingling with people that actually have your best interest at heart? Do you become invested very quickly into situations before you really know the person and really know if you guys' lives are really in line, your values are really in line, have the same goals, and so have the same religious beliefs and how to rear and raise kids? Like, do you find yourself rushing into situations with partners, like work partners, like just because they're like, I think this is a good idea? Are you jumping on that bandwagon without actually doing the market research for yourself? If that is the case, then yes, you would be considered the common denominator. In this next chapter for you, Aquarius, Spirit is saying they need you to take stock of the people, and how they're going to do that for you in this next chapter could look differently. But from my personal experience, it looked like, because I've seen this before, I've seen this energy before, it looked like the same shit, different pot, same shit, different day. Essentially, it looked like it was like the same thing that was happening, the same problems that were being presented to me, but in different people. So this person, so like, let's just say for an example, like if I had an issue with people who said they had a lot of money, because it looked like they had a lot of money, they were driving this pretty car and they looked like they had like expensive clothes on, but then I find out that they live with 12 roommates or something like that. And then I'm like, dang, okay, well, I guess you don't really have any money. Or I go to this other person and they act like they've got it all, but when you go back to their house, all their furniture is on milk crates. And it's like, why do I keep attracting all of these people that are presenting themselves to look this particular way, but then once I do some more research, they're not? It's because there's something in me that I need to evaluate. And so you could see the same situations present themselves, Aquarius, in different people in this next chapter. And that's Spirit saying, hey, pay attention. So you're going to be given opportunity with potentially another new connection in this next chapter, Aquarius. And it's going to look a lot like the last one, but in a different person. So your awareness needs to be on like level 11 in this next chapter so that you can start making the changes that you need for your greatest and highest good. All right? Okay. Pisces. All right, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I do appreciate you all so very much. We're heading into Pisces. That's the last sign for today. I go live on Tuesdays and Fridays. Although things are going to change significantly once we reach 5,000 followers and subscribers on this channel. So definitely, if you like the way I read, you like my energy, you like being here, and you are not subscribed, consider doing so once we reach 5,000 subscribers. I have some fun things in store for the collective. Hold on. All right, there we go. Pisces. All right, Pisces. For Pisces and everyone's greatest and highest good, what is coming towards the Pisces in the next chapter? Despair, but do not despair. Despair, but do not despair, Pisces. Don't read this. Don't look at this card and be like, oh no. What does that mean? Change. A 3 and a 2. Change. There's going to be what it looks like for you, Pisces, is somebody that says no to you or stops talking to you, or a situation that you thought was going to go a certain way and it's not going to be. But don't worry. Do not stress. I mean, as much as you possibly can, do not stress. Everything is going to be all right. You've got spirit next to you. Some of you guys got pets who love you dearly, kids who love you dearly. It's not going to be a woe is me situation. I said this in another reading. Pisces means to a yes. Okay, I'm back live. Pisces, the no that you might see in this next chapter is a means to a yes. Okay, for Pisces, greatest and highest good. Next chapter for Pisces, greatest and highest good. For some of you guys, you're looking for work. And it's been like one thing after another, no call back or whatever after another. Yeah, somebody said rejection is redirection. But look at this compassion card here. I honestly feel like there are doors that are going to be closing in this next chapter, but it's to release weight off of your aura. So you can be light enough to elevate into the frequency that you were supposed to be in. In other words, people were holding you back. Situations were holding you still and stuck. And those are going to be released from your life in this next chapter. It says compassion. You embody emotional wisdom and care, creating a loving space for others. For some of you guys, because you are a Pisces, it doesn't matter sun, moon, rising, or Venus. For some of you guys, there's been this like loyalty to certain people and situations, places, and spaces in your life because it's like, well, there's like maybe some of you guys feel like there's an obligation. It could be like a familial obligation or a partner obligation. And at one point there was love there, but love could have been potentially lost in this connection or whatever it is. Or passion there, the creativity is going to get stifled if you stay in this place. You're not going to run into the right people that you're supposed to be running into. You're not going to have room at your Thanksgiving table for the people that are going to be supposed to be spending the holidays with you in the future. So stay aware that this is all a blessing. And your heart led you to these partnerships with these people or these places with these people or to have exchanges with these people. Do not consider that a mistake. Because you were leading with your heart when you made these connections with these people, that is telling in its own right, in that you came to this relationship with a pure soul, and when you leave out of this relationship or this connection or whatever it is, that pure soul is going to grant you even more wishes. So for those of you guys Pisces who are trying to manifest one thing, essentially, God is going to give you, or universe is going to give you that times 10 in blessings. Okay, because you're going to be able to make peace in this next chapter of letting these situations, places, spaces, and people go. Okay, it says your deep intuition brings understanding and nurturing harmony. So you've already picked up what I put down, right, Pisces? Essentially, you've already picked up what I put down. I'll share with you a story here in a second, but hold on, Pisces. The Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords. You're going to recover. No matter what, you're going to recover. And you're going to recover quickly. The Nine of Cups. No matter what, you're going to recover quickly. And at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. It is for your greater and highest good. Let me tell you a story. Just before I came in here to do a reading, and I'm a Pisces Venus, okay? But just before I came in here to do the reading, Pisces, I had a very hard conversation with somebody, and it lasted, I don't know, like a couple of minutes, but it was a very hard conversation. One that I had been rolling over in my head for the last few days. I knew this conversation was going to happen. I was trying not to stress about it. I wasn't stressed about it, but the energy was still there. So I kept grounding myself in the energy of whatever happens is meant to happen for my greatest and highest good. It could go this way, it could go that way, or it could go another unknown way. There's always unknown variables, but you need to be an adult, Shawnee. This is what I'm saying to myself. You need to be an adult, Shawnee. You need to have this conversation, even though it's uncomfortable, and whatever the outcome is for your greatest and highest good. The outcome was not what I expected, but because I know that I have overcome so many things in my life, and I always find solutions to like problems or things that just aren't going the way that I thought they were going to go, because I am so aware of my life's timeline. If I look back and I say, wow, that was a blessing, that worked out in my favor, because I'm able to stay in that awareness, I'm not even stressed about it. I think I might have been stressed about it for like a millisecond. Honestly, to be honest with you, like I had that feeling in my stomach when I got the response that I got, but then it was like here, like an example would be when I was in England, I was driving a car to work and I hit some ice. And my car flew up in the air, and then it came down on the ground. And when it came down on the ground, the axle broke on the car. So the car was like, at that point, the car was just like a dud. I had to leave. I had to let the car go. And what that did was it opened up some room in my energy to get another car. I needed another car, and I needed another car fast. I didn't live on base. I worked on base. I lived in a different village, way off in the cut, and there's no buses to get to work. I needed a car. There just so happened to be a guy at work who was getting kicked out of the military. He was getting kicked out of the military, and he couldn't figure out what to do with his car because he had a car note and he wasn't about to have a job and a way to pay for his car, a way to get his car shipped from England back to the States, none of that. So he was in a place of despair. I had good enough credit to where I could go to the bank with him, and I took over his loan and I refinanced his loan in my name, and it was a win-win. He was released of that financial burden, and I had a new car. It was a Trans Am. It was beautiful. It was beautiful white Trans Am. And I had a new car, and I had to let go of a Volkswagen Jetta, which was nice. It was nice, but it wasn't this Trans Am. And I got my car. So it was win-win. Even if it wasn't like the nicest car, Spirit had set me up months, if not a year before that, to make sure my credit was good enough. And then the day that my car went kaput and I needed another car, presented right there in front of me was a gentleman at my work. Do you see how it all comes together? So I had an issue, not an issue, a conversation, not an issue. I had a conversation before I came in here. It went away that it was that variable. Okay. All right. It's going to get figured out. There's a reason for it. That is what is happening in the cards for you. There is something that is going to be coming up in your next chapter. It's not going to look the way you wanted it to or expected it to, but it is a blessing. It is aligning you, not even just this thing. You have been aligned for the last however long, years. You have been aligned to whatever the situation is, to present yourself to it, and then to overcome it with glory and grace. Okay, so lean on that. Lean on that, lean on that, lean on that. It always comes together for your greatest and highest good. Whatever it is, you shall overcome. You will always overcome. All right? Where am I from? I'm from San Antonio, Texas. Pisces, that's your reading. How's that feel? It feels all right? Feels all right with me. It feels all right with me. Remember, you ended Pisces with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to be all right, boo. You're always going to be all right. But in these cards, you really going to be all right. You're going to be on your own independently, and you're going to be feeling good, smelling good, looking good, having plenty to give when and where you feel like other things are deserving of your time and your love and your energy. All right? Okay, guys. I love y'all so very much. Have a great and wonderful weekend. I'll be doing some readings again next week, and then I have some readings that we'll be posting this weekend. So I love you all. I will see you guys next week. Be safe. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Fam Bam. See y'all soon. Mwah. Bye.